You can only outsmart the competition if you're really passionate about a topic. Everything is negotiable, you know? I will make 50% salary bumps. And you can never do that if you stay in the same company. If you stay in one company for 10 years and then you get let go, it will be very hard for you to get a new job because...
In today's episode, I'm going to sit down and talk to Niels Zee, successful seven-figure affiliate marketer in a very tropical and very luxurious environment.
We do over 150,000 euros in commissions every month.
Oh man, that's a lot.
That was a lot of money.
This is a snippet from our most recent SEO Mastery Summit Pirate Retreat Mastermind, where I had the chance to sit down for a podcast with Niels Zee.
Whenever you buy a site that's already making money in the business,
he's going to share with us his affiliate marketing journey and his digital marketing journey on blog, all the mistakes he had made, how he scaled his business, and how he ranked in the corporate world before he quit his job and became an absolute kick-ass business owner. Stay tuned for this episode because we're going to share with you the 5-star resort where the mastermind happens, and of course, a special gift for all of you with extremely actionable tips how to run an affiliate marketing business. And let's get into the episode.
I'm Niels Zee, Dutch guy, 27, traveling Southeast Asia right now. We met last year at Matt's conference, the SEO Mastery Summit, great conference, and we're here now again, Pirates SEO Mastery Retreat. I'm the founder of the Traffic Family, which is an affiliate portfolio company owning 11 affiliate websites in the retail niche in the Netherlands, and we do over 150,000 euros in commissions every month.
Wow, that's fantastic. I think when people look at affiliate marketers and they hear your stories, they really want to get to where you are today. I know it wasn't an easy ride. There must have been a lot of ups and downs, but what made you start this journey in the first place?
So I used to be a bad sleeper. So I wanted to do something next to my job. And then I said, I sleep very bad. I wake up groggy every day. If I have this problem, other people have this problem. Must be a huge niche. Let me start with this. You know, which is great because I was very motivated to do it. I was already reading about sleep things. I was trying to improve my sleep. So why not? I'm learning all these things anyway, post content about it, right? And then I also had a mattress review, a pillow review, a blanket review on the site. And that got the most, made the most revenue. So then I thought, okay, cool. I'm doing this next to my job. I have these 3 articles out of 30 which make all the money. Let's just scale products. So then we covered every kind of sleeping product there is. Everything that can be in your bedroom, basically, we had on our site. And then also, secondly, I got a cat. So again, I thought, oh, I have to buy so much stuff now.
Yes.
So if I'm already researching anyway, let's also make a pet-related website. So I scratched my own itch, basically. That's how I got started.
That's fantastic. Awesome. I think it's also what I get from this story is that you came from a very personal reason, like you couldn't sleep well or like you had a pet. And was it easier for you to kind of write about these niches, or can you kind of start an affiliate marketing business without having any personal interest in the product?
If you get started, I would always recommend to do something that's close to you, because then you will dig deeper than other people that already have a website, right? I had a cat. I love this cat to death. The moment it peed on my couch, I started researching why. I got to understand how important the right cat litter is for your cat and why cats need cat litter and not just be like dogs everywhere, for instance. So that made me really understand also the struggles of other cat owners or people who don't sleep. It really helps then to recommend the right products and write the right information. And if I wouldn't have any interest in sleep, I would just churn out basic content, which will not allow me to be better than my competition. So whenever someone starts in affiliate marketing, how much money you can make with a niche is less important. That's more important for later. Really start off like, okay, do I have a deep interest in this target? Or do I already know stuff? I already know stuff about weightlifting too, for instance. So if it wouldn't be that competitive, then I would just start weightlifting instead of sleep.
Yeah. Amazing. So I think what I can recommend for anybody who is listening is that if you do want to start some sort of online business, it is great to start from your personal interest. And now that you have scaled to like 11 websites, did you also scale in the same niche, or was it like you just saw this business is very profitable on marketplaces? Like, how do you choose the next step?
Yeah, so we wanted to stay in retail because we can have it scalable. As in, you have the same content outline for a mattress, for cat litter, or for, I don't know, a pregnancy pillow. So we wanted to stay in retail. Then we bought websites. We bought 3 websites, 2 in the kitchen niche, 1 in the parenting niche. And then we bought another health-related website. And then we started some other websites. So all in the retail niche, because we see a lot of, again, skill advantages. Or if you work with brands, then often these brands, they are very broad. So they have a blender, but also an air conditioner or something for your dog.
Yeah.
So that's also an advantage. Right?
Yeah. Is there a reason you really stayed in the Netherlands, or like in terms of country, or?
It is just because we have something that works and I can scale it. And we did try in the beginning to go to Germany. Well, we still had a lot of growth in the Netherlands. We already went to Germany, but then you have to translate your website. You have to work with a German copywriter, and translating is just as expensive as writing it out of yourself. I wouldn't just put in a translate tool. Then you have this website, but you don't know if the content is good because you cannot understand really the sentence structure.
Okay.
So that was for me also a bit of struggle. And then you have again a new domain. For me, if I can see more upside somewhere and it's certain, I just continue doing it. There's no reason for me to stop something that works and gives me certain results, then try out a new channel, another country, maybe the travel niche, because every time you go into something new, there's a lot of things you have to learn, so the learning curve is high, but the results are not there yet.
Hi, if you listen to this far, thank you so much for listening. And if you enjoyed the show, please leave me a review on either Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or my YouTube channel. If you have any feedback for the show, please let me know on the Aspiring CMO podcast social media pages on Facebook and Instagram, or send me an email on my website. Now, let's get back to the episode. That's a very smart and wise advice for everybody, because I feel like you would just basically avoid it.
Shiny objects
Exactly.
syndrome.
The shiny object syndrome. This is exactly how you avoid it. And many marketers, I think, they kind of like to try different trends, different things. It's just
very much. Or
you don't know
AI,
yours.
or TikTok, or chatbots. There's so much things to try out, and that's the main pitfall with marketing. Not just if you're an entrepreneur, but mostly also if you work in a company. There's always something that looks better, that can give you more results. But as with everything in content or marketing, you need to first do it for, let's say, 3 months. You need to first do Instagram for 3 months before you know what kind of post format works, what kind of engagement format works, what gets you followers. And then the magic happens. Then you start to see incremental growth time and time again.
Okay.
So just switching all the time before you know how it really works is a big shame and actually a waste of energy.
That's true. What is that other common thing when you see people falling into this shiny object syndrome? Like, I'm pretty sure you have many friends who fell into this shiny object syndrome.
Yeah, it's mostly regarding new channels. They switch to something that doesn't work yet. Or what's also, so they have 500 pieces of content, and then I look at the data and I'm like, wow, these pieces really work. And let's say you have a VPN website. You have all kinds of different articles, but then you also have an article, how to watch Formula One with the VPN. And that get the most amount of clicks and affiliate revenue. Then I'm like, wow, this is so cool. This is one of your best. How are other ways that you can scale this format? People don't think about that enough. So you can also do, okay, where to watch, I don't know, insert this Netflix show in the US, how to watch different television shows, different sports, everything you need a VPN for, because there are a lot of things that you do need. So often it's not just going into new channels to avoid that, but also look at the data and see, okay, cool, I have something here that works. Can I scale it? Mm-hmm. Because I looked at the sleep website, but I saw, okay, it's a product review. Okay, retail product, how can I scale this? And then I just saw all the other kind of retail products into the Netherlands. And then maybe sometimes you need a new website for it. But hey, if you have something that works, just keep doing it.
Exactly.
That's my magic, basically.
Hi, if you listen to this far, thank you so much for listening. And if you enjoyed the show, please leave me a review on either Apple Podcast, Spotify, or my YouTube channel. If you have any feedback for the show, please let me know on the Aspiring CMO Podcast social media pages on Facebook and Instagram, or send me an email on my website. Now, let's get back to the episode. Thank you. And do you ever start like a brand new website? No reputation, no DR, no nothing. Would you recommend that to anyone?
I would recommend it if you really turn it into your own brand, because then you want to have control over the brand, because if you have an expired domain, and then sometimes the name is a bit funky. Or if you will do something with paid advertising, for instance, because you want the links and all for SEO, but if you do paid advertising, you won't do SEO, so there will be no benefit for you to have an expired domain that you pay €2,000 for.
Why, if you do paid ads, it's okay to have a DR0, that's what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
indeed. Because you will pay for your traffic. And then if it's purely that you want paid traffic, and also if you have a paid ad site, often SEO, they have different formats, so it doesn't really work. And then, so you won't get organic traffic anyway. So if you then buy an expired domain with the goal of having a lot of high DR to get SEO traffic, but it won't get SEO traffic anyway, then you can just skip looking for a domain and just register a cool name right away and put your website on it.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But I think many people also mix the two. Like they want to have organic ranking and they also run ads. Like most businesses do both.
You can do. If you do, I would often recommend do it on a different page. So let's say you have an SEO page and you want to run ads on it. Cool, you can do it first to test, but if you want to improve your ads, then duplicate the page. Because if you want a high conversion rate, you have to put all the products up top, a lot of links up top, and instead of, first have an introduction for your right keywords and an image, blah, 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 you just strip that all away to get clicks as fast as possible. Then Google might kick your ass because you're way too commercial. If you want the perfect high converting landing page and a perfect organic SEO optimized landing page, they're different pages. You can do both on them, but if you want them perfect, then duplicate them and change them.
Okay, that's a great PPC and SEO advice for all of my aspiring CMOs right now.
Yeah.
So basically you have different landing pages for different ads. Do you?
Yeah. For different channels.
Channels, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So SEO is one channel, PPC is one channel, and in order to make the best out of it, you need to
optimize them
yes.
for the channel.
Exactly.
Yeah. And for SEO, that's more content focus, to show a lot of content. And for PPC, that's more click focus. So you make sure that everything is high converting. You have the products up top with shiny buttons, and all the other CRO tactics.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. What was your biggest mistake so far that you till to this day remember and keep reminding yourself about in this affiliate marketing journey?
Oh, it's a difficult one. I think it would be about, I have two. One is buying a site. Whenever you buy a site, that's already making money in the business. What you want is you want to be very certain of, okay, I buy the site and I can double the traffic or double the clicks. I want to be certain because I already did those experiments with my own sites, so growing them will be easy. I bought a site for €200,000, but then
200,000 euros?
200,010 euros, yeah.
Oh man, that's a lot.
That was a lot of money. And then I was like, oh, if I get rid of half the pages and really optimize this internal link structure, I think I can double it. And then it didn't get doubled. And then 6 months, so it's just stayed the same. And then 6 months later, it got like a Google update of minus 80%. Right? So that was kind of like, it's going to be hard to make my money back with this site now. So you really want to be certain. Also, if you buy sites, just apply the same tactics. Look for incremental growth, and that can really help. Because I bought another site for 20,000 euros, and that site paid itself back in 9 months, and it's now worth like 100,000 euros. You know, and that was fairly easy. It was just like me doing the basics right. So that's definitely one. And two, think twice if you are an affiliate business and you're profitable about getting investors, because if you have investors, you do give up some freedoms that you have, and me as an entrepreneur wants to just do whatever I want, just for the sake of it also sometimes, and especially if they're not in the affiliate niche themselves. If you know someone like, let's say Matt Diggity will be your affiliate investor, he will come in with so much knowledge that for certain you will double your affiliate revenue. But if you have investors that don't have the affiliate background, but you just want to have their money, that's very dangerous. So definitely look out for that.
So have you had any investors then?
Yeah.
Or were you just like in the conversation?
I have 2 investors.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Will I do it again? Probably know the answer from tip 2. But and maybe my third tip too, because aspiring CMOs are watching this. I was once in a burnout myself when I was working in a tech job, and it is very, very important to look for a good manager. I had bad manager who just canceled my projects out of nowhere, who promised me to give a promotion. I have delivered great results, and I got like almost a demotion. So if you are starting out, look for a great manager rather than like a company with a great name. Because the manager is the one that will give you challenging projects, which will promote you, will give you feedback. He will make your life great. I sometimes joke that a manager has just as much effect on your happiness as your wife. And I think it's true, So I had both super shitty manager and amazing manager, and just having an amazing manager, you learn so much faster, and then you can really progress through becoming a CMO.
Wow. Thank you so much for this advice. I think you already skipped to the last question, because it's always the last question.
Oh, cool.
What would be your number one advice for aspiring CMOs? And having a great manager, yes, it's very crucial, but it's also weird because I'm now in management role.
Yeah.
So I'm very cautious of my team, like how to do it best and like how to manage them.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And maybe then another tip, you want to work at companies for like 1 to 2 years for a while, but also know that every time you switch companies, your learning curve will go up very fast, So if you don't see yourself being able to be promoted in 1 or 2 years, then it might be like, okay, then you should change company, because you want your learning curve to go up again. And if you stay in the same company, you will stay in the same role. And when you stay in the same role, you won't learn that much new skills, which you do need for a CMO. A CMO is a generic function that knows about different marketing functions, but also knows how to manage up and down. And if you stay in the same role for 3 years without, getting new challenges, you should optimize, especially before your 30s, for learning and challenges. So if you're stuck, make the switch.
Exactly. Wow. Thank you. Have you gone through this same learning curve in your old company before you started affiliate marketing?
Yeah, I only worked for companies for up to 1 year.
Wow.
So I switched like 5 times. And also because I saw that like, okay, in this company I couldn't learn much, but it learned so much from different cultures, from different team members, different managers. So it's easier for me to be a good manager. Every time you kind of have a new role, a new way to present yourself. So it really made me a wholesome marketer. And then also ready for entrepreneurship, because I had so much learned. And lastly, this is the perfect opportunity to get more salary. Because if you stay in your old job, it's like 10% salary increase every year is like the maximum sometimes. But if you switch, I will make 50% salary bumps, and you can never do that if you stay in the same company to get 50% more salary. So that is also a benefit if you make the switch, because it's a new opportunity for you to ask for more salary.
That's great. I think many people also have the concern of like, am I moving to the right company kind of thing. So like if a lot of people don't want to give up something certain for something uncertain, how did you kind of make the switch? Like, you know what, I know this is giving me stable income. I could change, but I don't know if it's going to be as comfortable, as stable.
Yeah, it's always okay to just talk with recruiters and do interviews. And from that conversations, you can kind of gauge, okay, cool, how hot am I in the market? I just noticed that for me, in the tech sector, the startup sector in Amsterdam where I lived, there was a shortage of marketers. Even though I would make the wrong decision, I would switch and I would get a new job, right? So that gave me the confidence that I won't be out of a salary, for instance. And in the end, it's also important to notice you are the biggest factor. You being able to have learned a lot, be smart about it, to learn watch content like this, for instance, will give you a head start. You will have an extra chance to get that new job. In the end, no job is really safe. I thought when I had the best job, Corona came and unfortunately I was let go of.
Yeah.
So I realized like, man, I'm working my ass off and you can still, because of circumstances. So it's never too safe. Being able to have worked in different companies, being able to be good in interviews, that's the number one thing that will give you salary and not staying in one company for 10 years. Because if you stay in one company for 10 years and then you get let go, it will be very hard for you to get a new job because the whole process is new. Maybe you're stuck to the way of working in that company. Yeah, I look at it from a different perspective.
That's an amazing perspective. I think it also pushes people to be more ambitious and kind of look for their own potential. I like how you said while you were having the job, you were still having interviews with recruiters. You will get the culture of the company.
Yeah.
I did have one time I was still working my job, and then my old job called back Annie, can you please come back to this company? But then it was a different founder or co-founder or whatever. And one of the biggest red flag I had was the email was this long for just a casual email. And I'm like, if the casual email is this long, imagine working for that person. That would be even worse, right? You would get a 2-page Word document each time you open your inbox. That would be horrible. So I was like, no, I'm not going back. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for thinking of me.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. I once had a red flag like that too. That the guy, the manager, he would already WhatsApp me before the interview and after the interview. And I'm a big person, you do not WhatsApp, with work. I do not want to be WhatsApp, email or Slack, because you want some time off too, and it was very chaotic. So I thought oh no, this is not going to be enjoyable.
No.
So that's also, indeed, look for red flags.
Yes. Yeah. So the final question of this podcast now, even though you answered one of them, I still have one more.
Cool.
Which is, if you were to go back in time, what advice would you give for your younger self?
For me, because I switched so much in careers anyway, and I was kind of bound to go the entrepreneurship job, start in affiliate marketing earlier. Start a website when you're 16, already writing stuff. The best time to start is yesterday, but you can't, so you have to do it today.
Yeah.
But then, for me, I was like, shit, man, if I was already doing this at 16 or something, I would have been 5 times as big maybe, So that ideally, but for all the people that want to become a CMO, I once prioritized more the job title and the salary, and that was the job that got me into a burnout. So really make sure that you have a good feeling about a new company, about the culture and the manager.
Amazing. All right. And I think we're going to have some affiliate marketing tips later on, aren't we?
Yes.
All right. All right. So thanks so much for listening this far, and I'll see you next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Neil. Where are we at right now?
We're at the SEO Pirate Mastery Retreat. We're in a nice 5-star hotel, pirate team with 30 other digital entrepreneurs.
So you're going to share with us some awesome affiliate marketing tips?
Correct.
What's tip number 1?
Start with a topic you can be a real nerd about, because you need to outsmart the competition. And you can only outsmart the competition if you're really passionate about a topic and you really want to dive deep into a topic. Tip number 2. 95% of copywriters suck. There will come a time where you have to now outsource content for your affiliate site. The problem is, everybody with a keyboard can call themselves a copywriter. So you really want to have the best copywriters. What I always do, I let copywriters create a written assignment. And out of the 20 written assignments, I only hire one person. So I'm really sure that I have the best copywriter. So when you start making money with your affiliate partners, now is the time to negotiate commissions. Just like with salary, everything is negotiable, So what I always do, when you have brands that are smaller and you're more of significant revenue for them, these are the brands you want to reach out to and ask like, hey, you know, we're making a lot of money for you. Let's go from 5% to 8%. Because that can really fuel the extra layer of growth for your affiliate business. The last tip I have is sprinkle a service on top of your affiliate business. You're an expert about a topic, so why not create your own service to make money straight to you instead of recommending other people's products? Let's say you have a dog website. You can create a puppy training ebook to sell directly. Let's say you have a hosting website. You can create a service where you speed up other people's WordPress websites. And if you make a digital product, you can also have other affiliates linking to you. So for the last affiliate tip, AI is kind of a blessing, but it's also a curse. Because AI is very like a basic copywriter. It has some advantages for content at the bottom of the page. With your top of the page content, you always want to make sure it's edited very well by humans or at least created 100% by humans. Because content at the top of the page is the most important. So I'm at the SEO Pirates Mastery Summit of 2024. We're in Van Chie, Vietnam. And it's been really great so far. It's like a little mini workation with 30 other digital entrepreneurs from SEO agency owners to affiliate site owners to Faceless YouTube channel owners. Yeah, it's just more laid back, networking, great dinners, great food, great gym, great pool. So if you want to have an experience after the SEO Mastery Summit, which is more laid back, so more calm, but also still same high quality of people, I definitely recommend to do it.